So I wanted to take a few minutes to kind of go through some of the most notable games in this series called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. And we're going to start with Lamar Jackson's 4 interception in, I don't even know, definitely wasn't the second half, actually. It was 3 of them in the second quarter, and then 1 of them, I want to say in the third or the fourth quarter. Nonetheless, his 4 interception game against the Browns that they somehow won. And I want to find out, 1, were all of these picks Lamar Jackson's fault? 2, could more have been done for Lamar Jackson? And 3, how the hell did they win this game? So let's start with the first pick. Now, I want you guys to look at the timestamps on this. So this pick is 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in first half. This is the second quarter, right? This is an interception. I believe it's the Denzel Ward. Wait till this loads up. We'll watch through it a couple times, just normal speed. It hits Rashad Bateman. It bounces around Denzel Ward, and he picks it off. Now, I'm not entirely sure where Lamar Jackson's going with this ball. If he's getting this ball to Rashad Bateman, this should not be thrown as hard as it is. It's the reality of it. That is 10-yard throw that Lamar is just beaming in there. That's not fair to your receiver. That's not putting your receiver in the best spot possible. As a result, ball pops up into the air. It's a good play by Denzel Ward. Should not have been completed in the first place, to be honest with you. Then we'll go down a little bit. The Browns kick a field goal. Ravens get the ball back. The first pass of the next drive is another pick. This one is intended for Mark Andrews. You can immediately see. We'll watch through it. We'll watch through it full speed. Right? You can immediately see the string where this ball is on. It's getting kind of choppy here. You can see the string where the ball is on right to the Browns. Like, this is nowhere near Mark Andrews. Now, it could be the case where Mark Andrews is supposed to field this defender to his left and kind of break back towards the right. But at the same time, you have an underneath route coming across. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. And as a result, you can see Lamar's all jacked up here. When he lets that ball go, right about here, 1, he's staring the receiver down. Never good. 2, you can kind of see it. It's a little bit blurry. It looks like his front foot is pointed a little bit out, like more out than it should be, more out than the angle Mark Andrews is at. And the ball doesn't sail on him because he throws it pretty hard, which makes me think this could have also been miscommunication, but there's no excuse for a poor pass like that. We'll go look at the third pick. This one I think is the worst one. This one's pretty bad, in my opinion. So they're driving. He just thrown 2 picks, right? It's still a close game. Remember, this game finished 16-10. I want to say the score is 6-3 right now. I'm pretty sure it's 6-3. They're driving down 2-minute mode. And we'll watch through it one time. You can see nowhere near, right? Again, I'm going to show the wide angle on this because I want to figure out if this is a miscommunication, but you can look again. Lamar's doesn't have a basis for his throw. He doesn't have a lot of power generated, and with power often comes accuracy, right? He's kind of quickly opening up his hips, trying to get the ball out as quick as he can, which isn't a bad thing, but I mean, the ball is closer to safety than it is to Mark Andrews. Let's check it out from the wide angle quick. Go back to the pick. Again, like this looks obviously the Browns are in zone here. It looks like some type of match zone. You try to figure it out. Looks like cover 6. Not the point. They're in zone. Mark Andrews' job here is to sit down and find the soft spot, which he does. Like, you see this pocket of space, probably 3-4 yards away from that defender. Lamar's got to put it on. And it's not even close. It's not even close, right? But, like I said, they won this game. And part of the reason they won this game is plays like this. Now, the full disclosure, this play is almost entirely on Mark Andrews. You guys probably know what play I'm talking about. I want to watch this from the end zone because I want you to see what Lamar does to give Mark Andrews a chance to make this play. Now, if he doesn't make this play, it's pass interference. So either way, the Ravens are going to have the ball in the red zone after this play. But I want you guys to watch Lamar and what he does to make this play possible. Right, the Browns are rushing 4. Myles Garrett sets a nice little pick inside. The looper comes free, kind of pushes Lamar out of the pocket. No secret Lamar is good at this, right? But Jadeveon Clowney is right in his face. And at this point, it may be more advantageous for Lamar Jackson to throw the ball out of bounds if he doesn't have a guy like Mark Andrews down the field to go make this play. But he trusts Mark Andrews. And I would trust Mark Andrews too. You're going to see his 4th pick, though. He gets a little greedy. He sees this play happen, and he thinks, oh, I can do it again when he throws that 4th pick. And I'll show you that in a second. But the plays like this were the reason they won this game. This is the touchdown to Mark Andrews, the only touchdown the Ravens scored all game, I'm pretty sure. The Browns rush 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, they rush 5. JOK kind of sits back and drops off. He bluffs a little bit, right? They rush 5. They get home. Lamar buys time. That's Myles Garrett in his face. Finds a wide open Mark Andrews. So, like, that trust is there now. They make plays. They trust each other. And as a result, they get a little bit greedy as the game goes on. We'll show this 4th pick. You guys will see what I mean. Now, I will say, if I'm Lamar Jackson in this situation, I'm probably throwing this football. I'm not going to lie. Like, you see one-on-one, and granted, we'll watch it from the sideline to see if he really does have a check down. He gets a little bit greedy, but he sees this one-on-one matchup. Could he put it farther out for Mark Andrews to go get the ball? Yeah. But John Johnson makes a great play on the ball. So we can look at this from the sideline and kind of see where an issue could have been in Lamar's thought process, right? So they motion Hollywood Brown across. Motion into a 3-by-1 set. It looks like they're playing some sort of match cover 3. Honestly, this might be match cover 6 because it looked like they checked to that when they came out in that bunch 3-by-1 on Lamar's 3rd pick. This might be cover 6, but this guy right here, John Johnson's responsibility is to take Mark Andrews over top. Now, if I'm Lamar Jackson, I believe that's Pat Ricard out in the flat there, and then the running back checking out. I dump this ball down. I think he has to be more patient and dump this ball down. You dump this ball down to the back right here. You got a free blocker. You got space along the sidelines. It could be a 15, 20-yard game. Now, he gets a little greedy. Like I said, if I'm Lamar Jackson, this is the guy I trust most. We need to play to win this game, to finish this game. That's who I'm going to, but it's a little bit greedy. Pass is not the best. And as a result, Lamar, like he almost threw this game away. And I want people to understand that he almost threw this game away. This was really the only game all season that he did that, so I would take it with a grain of salt, but there's a lot Lamar can do that wins you games. There's a lot Lamar can do that could put you in jeopardy to lose games, because they did not lose this game. He made a couple plays. Their defense played really well. The Browns didn't play a great game this game as well. All these sorts of things. He can still put you in jeopardy of losing the game. And I think when we rank quarterbacks now, that's what we think of. We often think of this game where a lot of these picks were his fault. And the reality of the situation is some of the quarterbacks were ranking ahead of him. Guys like Mahomes, let's go Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Justin Herbert, Joe Burrow. I guess Deshaun Watson, he didn't play last year. I don't know what's going on with him. You could probably put Russell Wilson ahead of him. I don't think what I'm about to say really applies to Russell Wilson, though, because I've seen Russ put his team in jeopardy of losing games. The Giants game, what was it, 2 years ago? 2 years ago, when they started, Colt McCoy walked into Seattle and beat the Seahawks, who were good. That's the type of game that Lamar had here, but he was lucky to walk out with the win. So I want you guys to take this with a grain of salt. Lamar Jackson is a very good quarterback, and he can obviously do a lot of things like that touchdown to Mark Andrews. And you can watch any type of highlight reel from his MVP season, from last season when he was healthy. You got to remember he had this Ravens team pushing for the 1 seed before he got hurt. And he was doing that with a practice squad secondary. He was doing that with a glorified wide receiver 2 as his wide receiver 1. No real running backs. He was doing a lot. Their defense was solid, but he was doing a lot. And there's so many great things that he can do, but he still has to avoid games like this. Thank you guys for watching. If you are new, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this, and God bless you guys.